When we first got together, if you would have told me that we would be in the position we are now with seeking multiple partners, I would have told you you were crazy. Never would have really seen this coming.
I'm not surprised we ended up like this because we were so dedicated to each other's spiritual growth, and our sexuality and sensuality are directly tied to our spirituality and who we are and our identity.
Vincent was like our guinea pig, and like I felt like we were still learning so much in those early days about our relationship, what we want, what we don't want, how things are gonna work. And he just had to kind of be there.
Is he gonna wanna spend time with me? You know, outside of you, can we hang out? Can we go see some music? You know,
right, I know you really
club.
wanted that. You know, you wanted it to be a friend that you could spend time with, and it be a, you know, a community. It's not like I have a second partner who you don't know or ever spend time with, and that's what we both wanted. Vincent is the first man that I've been with and that I've dated since Dustin and I have decided to pursue multiple partners. We met each other just through mutual friends, and we started communicating on social media. It was an immediate connection just between the physical attraction and then the intellectual attraction.
Kim came into my life during a time that was very difficult for me. I had already gone through the shame and the embarrassment of 2 failed marriages. I was really hard on myself with how those marriages ended, how it affected my kids, Brianna, and my youngest is Alani. And you meet somebody who sees the best in many situations, and then whenever she looked at me, she could see the pain, she could see the shame, she could see all these other things, and she just accepted me.
It was very intense for all of us. I mean, Vincent and I had very strong feelings for each other, and it all just happened so quickly. I think I got super overwhelmed at first because I'm trying to figure out, like, wow, I can really love 2 men at the same time. Like, this, you know, completely goes against everything I've been taught. And and it just being really overwhelming with it being that first real relationship.
Right, and I'm trying to figure out where do I sit in it? Like, what's my relationship with him? I thought maybe it would just be kind of her and Vincent have their own thing and it's separate from our family, but it seemed like all of a sudden our families were just able to mesh together so well with his girls and my son. And it was kind of mind-boggling. It was really surprising that we all got along so well. I was really thankful to have a best friend, somebody I could confide in.
There was definitely a little bit of awkwardness with Dustin and I. I think it's kind of natural for guys to feel a little territorial, but over time I think we both realized that we have a genuine love for Kim, and that was what really started, you know, bonding us. We really were becoming a family. Yeah, we were really becoming a family.
I remember feeling kind of a strange sense of relief. Like, wow, there is somebody I can connect to on these things. So I'm okay with Kim having multiple partners because I want her to be able to fully experience life, for her to truly know herself. And we find out a lot about who we are by spending time with other people. And for my growth and for her growth, I wanted her to experience that.
There was still that idea of like, oh, but I'd still like to possibly date around. And is he going to be okay with that? How's that going to work? So yes, I want him around and I want him in my life, but I also want other stuff too. And I don't feel like he was okay with that.
I know in her perfect world, I would be there with, you know, everyone else. And I'm just not an everyone else kind of person, to be honest. I guess without thinking about it, I just started just pulling away.
There's a lot that we need to talk about, but I don't really know how it's gonna go. I have my own hopes that perhaps we could date, or at least could try to date again. But I don't know. I'm glad you could come over.
Absolutely.
Do we wanna sit with some soup and talk?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Cool. Let's go ahead and serve some up here.
On the table too.
Yeah, that should be fine. So Vincent and I have taken a step back because the idea that I would like to possibly see other people, and it wasn't something he felt comfortable with. Spoons, cups, soups, spoons.
I respect the relationship, and knowing that she wants to bring other people into that dynamic,
if she's putting her time into these other people, I don't know where I fit into that.
Bon appetit, gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you. It looks great.
Thanks for inviting me over, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Good to see
you're
us.
welcome.
For sure.
Glad you could come.
Oh, yeah.
We've missed our friend a lot and our family because, gosh, I'm gonna like legit get emotional. Whew. Yeah, because you're our family and we love you. We've missed you a lot, and I'm just really grateful to be here and to start this first step.
Well, thank you. And again, I'm glad to be back as well. I know the girls miss coming over and hanging out with Cohen, and it's good to get back together and figure things out.
You know, to move forward, I think it's important that we look at what was going well, what wasn't going well.
My biggest hangup is accepting where I fit into this dynamic, right? Like there's always that, unspoken understanding that, for lack of better words, right, the playtime is over with Vince and he can go to his life and do his thing, and it's just, me alone again.
Never been jealous of Dustin. I understand the dynamics of their relationship.
Became okay with the idea of me being in a relationship with Kim and with Dustin.
I do consider Dustin a friend. We have a lot in common, along with, our love for Kim. So
Now that she wants to see other people, that changes that dynamic. It's no longer the same it's not the same relationship. Yeah, you mentioned, if you wanted to see other people and how I would feel about that. I guess, where are you on that? Like, because I guess that would play a part for me as well in how we move forward. I don't know if you're seeing anybody or not, or if there's anyone extra,
Yeah. Yeah. Moving forward, like if you wanted to be romantically involved, it would have to mean that you're okay with me being possibly romantically involved with other people too.
It stings a little bit to hear that Kim wants to date other people, but still wants me in her life. I don't know how to take that. You ask yourself, are you enough? Are you what this person even wanted initially? Where does that leave me? I want to be with Kim. I want Dustin involved in there as well. Obviously, I want that, again, that dynamic that we had. But I don't know if I have it in me to have other people involved with that as well.